the mind is a projector. So whatever we have in our mind, we're going to project it into our reality. Our physical body is the experiencer. The physical body is going to experience whatever the mind has created. And then we have, above and beyond that, we have the soul. And the soul is the recorder. Energy healing has been used and taught by ancient civilization for thousands of years. It is a very powerful practice, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the practice of energy healing, just to share my perspective and insight to what I think is energy healing and what is the science saying about it. If we want to understand the practice of energy healing, we need to acknowledge that everything is energy and energy is everything. I've mentioned many times by now that everything that we can see or perceive in this reality is energy. So matter, as we can perceive it with our five senses, is just energy vibrating in a very specific frequency band that we call the visible light spectrum. But again, the visible light spectrum is a very tiny, minute fraction of the possibilities of our reality. As a matter of fact, science says less than 1% is the visible light spectrum, and above or beyond that visible light spectrum, it exists so many different frequency bands of different reality that we can perceive with our eyes or with our senses. Our eyes or senses are just a tool in order to detect the energy in a visible light spectrum. But everything outside of the visible light spectrum cannot be detected directly by our five senses. So now, as I said, everything is energy and energy is everything. We have to understand that our physical body is also energy. And as a matter of fact, again, I talked in many times in my past video that we have a very subtle part of us that we can see and perceive with our senses, and this part of us has been measured many times by science using different sophisticated devices. And this energy, or this field of information, or this field of energy that we have around us, is called the biofield. So basically it's an electromagnetic field that is generated by our heart and our brain, and this electromagnetic field stores all the information about who we are. So basically store the information about our state of being. So everything you think, everything you feel, your belief systems, your thought patterns, your limited beliefs, and so on and so forth, are actually stored in your electromagnetic field. And based on this information, you're going to attract. So this electromagnetic field is basically a magnet for attracting events or a situation or circumstances or people in our life based on the energy or based on the information that we have. So based on the information, we're going to attract similar frequency or similar events based on the same frequency that we have in our energy field. So we have to acknowledge that everything is energy and energy is everything, and we have to acknowledge that we have an energy field around us that is based on our state of being. So this energy field around us can be very expanded, or it can be very contracted based on how we feel and how we think. So if we live our life in a victim mindset, in a stress, always on the stress feeling, then obviously our energy field would be very contracted, because what does stress do is basically the body will need the energy from this energy field in order to send the energy in the extremities to flight and fight, because the body thinks we are in a flight or fight response or in a survival mode, that we need to flee or we need to fight against a prey that is trying to chase us. So that is what is a stress response. So when we live our life in a victim mindset, thinking that everything is random and thinking that every circumstances or every situation that happen in our life will affect or are just random and we're just victim of that, then we will always try to we will always try to protect ourselves against the world, and we'll always live in this stress mindset, in this survival mode, and as a result of this, our energy field or electromagnetic field around us will be very contracted. On the other hand, if we are acknowledging that we are much more than this physical body, and we can open the different centers that we have and live a life in union between the higher centers and the lower centers, and live a life we feel empowered, we feel that we are the one creating or co-creating our reality, then we can feel at peace, we can feel more love, we can feel more compassion for the world and the people around us. And as a result of this, our energy field will be much more expanded. And when we have a more expanded energy field, it means we have more vitality, more energy for maintenance and repair or for healing within the body. So the practice of energy healing is, first of all, is really to be able to get in a state where we can expand our energy field around us. So if we practice it and as a healer and say, hey, I'm a healer, I'm going to use this modality of energy healing in order to help someone or assist someone with some issues or some problem that they may encounter, whether they are emotional, physical, mental, whatever level they are in. But I'm going to be a healer. So at first, what we need to do is really being in a state where we can expand that energy field around us. And as we expand our energy field, and there's different techniques we can use, such as, really the heart center meditation, or getting in a state of heart and brain coherence, where we can really expand and feel really safe and feel very present, and we can expand our energy field. So now that we have a more expanded energy field, then we can use the extra or the excess of energy that we have around us in order to send it to someone that is in need. And where intention goes, energy flows. So it's really a matter of focusing on that specific person and sending that excess of energy toward their own field or their own electromagnetic field. Now, what we have to understand is the person that is receiving that energy has to be also in a specific state in order to feel worthy to receive that energy. There is nothing as, oh, I'm a healer, don't worry about it, I am going to heal you, all you have to do is close your eyes and I'm going to take care of you. It doesn't work that way. The healer has responsibilities to open his or her heart as well in order to feel worthy to receive that energy. Because again, you have to understand that around us we have this electromagnetic field that I was describing before. And this electromagnetic field is based on our state of being. And based on our belief system. So if that person that is receiving this energy is in a mindset of, I don't believe in energy, I don't believe I can feel this energy, or I don't feel worthy to be healed, I don't feel worthy to feel better, then her energy field will never attract that excess of energy that is being receiving. Because again, this energy field is a magnet for attracting situation, manifesting what we want in our life. So if that person doesn't believe on this outcome, doesn't believe there is a possibility for her or for him to heal or to feel better or to feel more connected, then it's not going to happen, no matter what the healer is sending toward that person. So obviously, the healer has responsibility to also connect to their own field and expand their field and accept or surrender to receive the possibility of healing or the possibility of feeling better or connecting, And from my perspective, there is no healers as we can define, where someone is going to heal you or take this pill and this pill is going to heal you. There is no such a thing. A healer to me is a facilitator or a healing facilitator by expanding their own field and sending more energy toward the person that needs to be healed. Then is really creating the environment and increasing the vibration and frequency of the person that is in need of receiving energy, so that then the person can have more vitality, more energy, and then their own body can start the self-healing process on whatever they need to address. So my understanding and my perspective as of today is really every healing is self-healing. And the healer is in fact a healing facilitator in order to create a specific environment and raise the frequency of a specific person in order for that person to use that excess of energy or additional of energy to get more vitality so that their own body can then trigger a self-healing capabilities. So that's really how I see it. And as a result, the healer has really responsibility to open their mind and open their heart in order to feel worthy to receive that excess of energy and feel worthy to heal, feel worthy to be more connected and more aligned with whatever they're trying to accomplish. So at the end of the day is really opening the box. And when I say the box is our mind, our mind has been, our minds have been shaped for thousands of years. And the way I see it is the mind is a projector. So whatever we have in our mind, we're going to project it into our reality. Our physical body is the experiencer. The physical body is going to experience whatever the mind has created. And then we have above and beyond that, we have the soul. And the soul is the recorder of the experience. Whatever we're going to experience and whatever we're going to feel, whatever we're going to do is going to be recorded by the soul. And the consciousness, that what we are in essence, is the observer, is just observing and being detached of the experience of what is happening. So because someone has really shaped our mind, so shaped the projector, then the experience that we have is really based on whatever we have been shaped to believe and to project into our reality. So to me, the first step is really being able to open the box of the possibilities. You have to understand that every outcome, every possibility exists, no matter what is happening into your life, no matter difficult, no matter hopeless it may feel, there is always a possibility that you're going to be okay. There is always a possibility or a version of yourself that is going to feel better, is going to feel joyful, is going to feel connected, is going to feel healed, is going to feel wealthy. And it's a matter, and now it's our responsibility to connect to that version of you that is feeling or experiencing that future you want to manifest in order to make it manifest. So you have to understand that every possibility exists, every outcome exists in the quantum field. And our responsibility is to connect to whatever outcome, whatever potential or quantum potential we want to manifest into our life. So energy healing is really being that person connecting to that specific quantum field and say, I am healed. And I surrender to that energy I'm going to receive from that specific person. If you want to know more, or if you want to expand your mind of your possibilities using more tangible information, because I know some people need this tangible information to explain to them you've been living in a very tiny narrow box. As we say, most society says that seeing is believing, and because we can only see a very narrow range of reality, and as I said before, we can only see less than 1%. If you live your life as seeing is believing, then you're going to live your life in a very limited mindset and a very limited potential and possibilities. Because in actuality, the way it works is believing is seeing. You have to believe in it. You have to understand that there is a possibility. And then once you have this possibility, you can connect to that outcome you want to manifest into your life. So really, it really starts with believing and then manifesting or then seeing. So if you want to know more and have more information, tangible information using science to help you expand your mind, expand your box of the possibilities, I invite you to check out my book on Amazon, The Science of Breaking Free. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Also, if you would like to try energy healing, I also practice this energy healing, and if you want to book a session with me, I also left the link down below in the description. And again, energy healing, as I described before, it will be really me expanding my energy field in order to send you with intention, and where intention goes, energy flows, this excess of energy, so that that person receiving that energy can feel more vitality, more energy, and then use that excess of energy to heal. So if you want to check it out, check the link down below in the description. If you like the video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel, and for now, I'll see you in the next one.